Hello everyone. Coming up live here. Surprise live stream again. Here we are. Just gonna check to see how things are. All right, looking pretty good. All right, so today on this very special blossom, on a very special blossom. That's like a super super niche pop culture reference for you. But today I am going to do some cleanup of my Apple shortcuts. So I had Steven Robles on the show, recently. His episodes will be coming out next week. But following that, I want to do an episode of my favorite shortcuts. And so I was looking through those shortcuts and I thought, man, a lot of these are outdated and I should probably clean them up. And so instead of just doing that by myself, I thought this might be good content. So I am going to share my iPhone screen here. If you want to get a copy of yeah, that should be good, of these a lot of these automations, I should say, not all of them, but a lot of them, you can go to casabona.org/join. The URL is right there. If you have any questions about Apple shortcuts and the apps I use and things like that, feel free to ask. So I am, or if you're wondering how I set this up, I am working right from my iPhone. It's plugged in. I prefer, Steven mentioned this on the episode I did with him, but I asked him, like, hey, what do you use when you do your live streams and your videos, or where do you prefer to build shortcuts from? And he said, he prefers the iPhone because a lot of his apps he's running from the iPhone. A lot of the apps his listeners use, they're running from the iPhone. And so it's just easier to work from there. It syncs faster. And yeah, I find that like the Mac app is just not, it's like suboptimal. So I am gonna do this right from my iPhone. Maybe. There we go. And so you can follow along here. I am, and I guess one more nifty live stream note is, wow, why is that? I don't know why the time says 9:41 on my phone. That's weird. It shouldn't. It's not 9:41 at all. That, like, not even, I mean, like, not even close. Minutes aren't right. Hours aren't right. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So I have this plugged into my computer, and in Ecamm Live, you can use the iPad or the iPhone as a camera source. Is basically how it works. So I have a camera source. I found an iPhone 16 Pro frame, and I fit the camera source in that frame. I spent maybe too much time, but I think it looks really nice as opposed to it just being like a floating box of my iPhone screen. So, okay. So I'm just going to take some time and go through these shortcuts that I don't recognize. If you happen to be tuning in right now while I am live, feel free to ask. If you see a shortcut, feel free to ask like what it is and what it does, and I can open up and talk through it. But this is largely going to be like a little to no talking stream. So I got the music going on in the background, and I'm just gonna kind of clean up my iPhone. If there's something that comes up, I can never do like my friend Sarah Loretta does actual no talking live streams, and I can't do that. Like, if I'm broadcasting, I feel like I need to be teaching something, and so that's what you'll get here. It'll be a lot of no talking, but if I feel I should explain something, I will. So Last thing I'll mention is super chats and super stickers are available on this channel. So if you like what I'm doing and you want to support the show, um, the stream, me personally, please do. I'd appreciate it. The other thing I'm gonna do here is do the not that turn off auto lock. You'll probably build a shortcut that does that. That way I'm not constantly trying to get back to the screen. Hey Dave, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'll let's bring you up here. Thanks for being here. All right, so let's see. Right, I'm gonna try really hard to not talk because that's what I promised, but we'll see. This is a good one. Toggle control center. It's super simple, but I have it assigned to my action button because I have a lot of stuff on my action button or in control center that I used to have in my action button. So now it's just a really quick toggle. What I want. So let me go to the action button actually. Nope. So on the action button, if you have the I think 15, iPhone 15 or 16, you have that additional button here that you can assign actions to. And I have a shortcut assigned to it. There's like a bunch of stuff, but I have a shortcut assigned to it. I mean, there's like voice memo, camera, which you don't really need anymore if you have the new phone. Translate, controls, but I like the shortcut and I have it open the control center because there's no like direct action to do that on the action button itself. Okay, red recording light, easy peasy. Turn that on when I'm recording. Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, so I do have an automation to go right to this auto lock screen. So let's see if I can set up an automation that does this. Do I have this automation already? That would be insane. I have it set up for my iPad. So when my iPad gets plugged in, plugged or unplugged, I have it go to the sleep settings. So I should maybe I can do it for this one too. And then I got to do it for unplugged too. All right. God, that's going to be, I'm probably going to turn that off. That's going to be really annoying. Oh. I don't think I need this one anymore. Yeah, I don't need this one anymore. In part because I don't think I have this anymore. But also Safari, or really Obsidian, has a plugin called Obsidian Web Clipper that works way better than the shortcut I built. I don't know that that's gonna work. Yeah, for so many reasons. Well, let's see. Oh, I'm only showing ChatGPT here. Whee. That's such a bummer. This is 2 years ago. It's almost definitely still true though. Yeah, I mean, I don't use this shortcut enough to actually go through a ton of trouble. So what I'm gonna do is right. This is so stupid. Why don't more people use shortcuts? Well, I think it's probably this reason. This is very not worth it. You know, I guess the other thing I could do here is, instead of having this as a note, it could be a reminders list. Wow, I can't believe that worked. There we go. Very dumb. Whisper's a good one. 5 critical actions. I think I probably... Yeah, I don't need this one anymore. Welcome, welcome. Anybody coming in and joining us, say hello. I am being publicly frustrated with Apple shortcuts, apparently. I'm cleaning up my shortcuts, and as a result, trying to update things to, refresh. I've like changed apps a lot, and I still have shortcuts related to apps I don't really use anymore. So just stuff like that. So if you see something you want to, learn a little bit more about, let me know. All right. Toggle mute. Oh, yeah, I don't really want. I mean, that's not a bad thing to have. I should have like a folder of toggles. Do I? No. Now I do. Huzzah. Okay. This one I don't need anymore, which is disappointing. But this uses like the highlight one uses a third-party service to send highlights of podcasts I listen to from Overcast to Readwise. But I listen to a lot of private podcasts and it doesn't work for that. And I listen to podcasts that have like dynamically inserted ads and it doesn't work for that either. And so it's just like most of the time it doesn't work for me, which is a shame. This is a good one. uh, oh no, that's a bummer. I think I started to make this one, but usually when I text my wife, I usually just send that GIF. What is this? Oh, I don't use things anymore. This is a clever one. This was built by Federico Vitici, but you don't really need it anymore. I think, yeah. Yeah, so this is a shortcut I would run when I'm listening to music and my daughter says she likes it. I'll add it to a shared playlist that we have. All right, well, I don't really use that one either. This is a bummer because I spent a lot of time on this one. And I don't use bear or things anymore. Yeah, I'll probably rebuild that one for Obsidian. This is a good one. So this one could still be useful to me. Yes. Insert text at placeholder in note. Okay, great. Well, this definitely isn't gonna work, but let's see what this does, at least. Well, that doesn't appear to have worked at all. I hate that I don't remember how to do this. Okay. No. Split text is what it's called. Hey, it worked. I can't wait to share this with my friend Brian. I don't even need to add the new line. So I need to update my daily note template. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so useful. All right, so open threads, pod match talk. Nice. And then for funsies, I can also add them to Todoist. Now, why would I add them to both? You might be wondering. And you'd be right to wonder that. I'm not going to offer an answer or anything. Just that is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that. All right, this is great. Share this with my friend Brian right now. So this one I definitely don't need anymore because I don't use craft. You know, I might replace this with like an open daily note in Obsidian. Open in Chrome. Don't really need this one either because I'm not using Safari anymore. Make PDF. This is a good one. So this will just get whatever I'm sharing and turn it into a PDF for me to then send someplace. Really good for if I want to turn like a web page into a PDF and then like add it somewhere. Yes. Good one. Yeah, this one I don't need anymore. This is when I was using OmniFocus. So like I might, you know, if I get rid of all this. So I don't know if Todoist supports. Yeah, it doesn't support like create project from template. So can't really automate this one anymore. Oh, got it. I'm like, I don't comment my shortcuts. I definitely didn't make that one. This is one of the shortcuts that I run from the action button. You can see the ChatGPT icon there. I don't journal with day one anymore, but I could add this. Let's see. Oh man, I love this. So if I go to Obsidian, God, I love Obsidian. I am doing a live stream right now and testing out this shortcut to add stuff to On My Mind in my daily note. What do you mean headline could not be found? Test. Oh, you need to include, it said it exactly as. So if I do another one, what happens if I add more text later? Oh my gosh. This is glorious. Yeah, I'm not gonna, I don't need that one. don't even really do the 5 critical actions. Oh, this is a good one. I would just, instead of this, I would add it to obsidian. And actually not even, you know? That's pretty great. Ha! It's a good one. Should really use this more often. Hmm. Hmm. This was a pandemic era thing that I did. Yeah. Ooh, sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't done Wordle. I don't need this though. Okay, that took a while. But I hope if you watch this, thanks for sticking around. I hope you saw some interesting stuff. Keep an eye out for my podcast, Streamlined Solopreneur. That is where I will kind of walk through some of these in more detail. I wanted to take this time to clean things up, and now I'm gonna record that episode. So thanks so much for watching and sticking around. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because I'm gonna be going live more often, hopefully less unannounced and more announced. But this year's been crazy with school closures and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.